This is my bi-weekly shop update for Studio Flexilis. Still been working on my Roubo Workbench, so that is coming along. As you can see, I have two big slabs right here for the top. So from last time, went through and rough cut all of the joinery into the laminations ahead of time. Got all of the laminations glued up aside from the rails that go on the bottom. So those are all done. Got the end cap on the wagon vise. The dovetail's done, glued together. That's all mortise and tenon together and happy. Finished out the pocket of the wagon vise as well, so that should be ready to accept hardware whenever I get to drilling all that stuff. And then also ran the big slabs through the planer, as well as all the leg material through the planer after it was glued up, so it's all cleaned up and square and straight. This bigger slab doesn't fit through the planer with all of the laminations, so I still have to clean up this last board here. It's a little bit proud with a hand plane, but we're making good progress there. I also went through and marked and pre-drilled shallow pilot holes for all of the dog holes so that they would not, the marks wouldn't disappear while planing, but they're all in line to each other where they need to be. Additionally, cleaned up some of the epoxy that I had poured. One of those things where it just takes a lot of time to do each step, and laminating each slab took about a day with clamping and then unclamping 45 minutes later, and then gluing up another lamination, et cetera, and then letting it sit overnight, and then, yeah, but we're making good progress. So before I can cut the extra bit of this end cap off, I need to bolt this together because the bottom is dovetailed together and the top is just a floating, it's just a mortise and tenon, so it's set to float. I bought some cross dowel and stainless steel hardware, so that'll just slot into one of the laminations here. And I bought extra long drill bit to do this because this is a 6-inch bolt. So once it's bolted together, I feel good that I can cut this off flush and I can get it all planed flush and everything and happy, and also plane the bottom lip and everything since it's a little bit proud. I can then work on getting the two slabs together so that I can get the leg mortises marked perfectly to each other, so I can start working on the rails below.
I actually didn't know what you were leaving that thing long for.
Oh, yeah.
So
Because
that makes sense.
Yeah, if I leave it long and it's wobbly, like I can cut it where the line is right now because it's proud, but if I get off for some reason, like this has potential to flex. It's not gonna flex much, but it's not gonna be like perfect. Yeah. Not that my gap here is perfect, but yeah, it seems safer to do that, and it'll keep this from vibrating as much, which will, as I cut too, which is kind of necessary because this wood is so stupid hard. And I'm gonna use a handsaw on it and need all the help I can get to not lose energy.
Yeah.
So I need to go through this pile of the offcuts as well and laminate together a few pieces of material for the rails. I've got the finished part of the rails that goes flush with the legs, but I figured that I would use whatever leftover material I had from the ripping process to hopefully have enough to make the rail supports that go into the legs. It feels very precarious. This is also one of the legs. I laminated all of them and got them cleaned up on the planer. So I need to do probably a little bit of work to make sure that all of these surfaces are perfectly coplanar and in the same spot, but I won't really know until I get them fitted up to the actual bench top. So getting these on the bench top is kind of the next big milestone step that I'm gonna work on. So that was my incredibly short feeling bi-weekly update, despite the amount of time and effort and careful planning that it took. but making forward progress on the workbench, and hopefully we'll release something of that soon. So like, comment, subscribe to stay in the loop. Thanks for watching.